Chapter 8 Probability Exercise 8.3. The first question is, write the sample space for tossing 3 coins using tree diagram. So you already learnt about tree diagram for tossing 2 coins. So now we are going to draw a tree diagram for tossing 3 coins, and they ask you to write the sample space also. Suppose you are tossing a coin, what are the possible outcomes you will get? Yes, you will get either a head or a tail. When we toss 2 coins, from this you will get head or tail. If there is a head in the first coin, the second coin you may get a head or a tail. Similarly, if you get tail in the first coin and the second coin, either you can get the head or you can get the tail. When you toss 3 coins, if there is a head in the first coin and there is a head in the second coin also, then in the third coin, either you can get head or tail. And here, head in the first coin and tail in the second coin, and the third coin may be a head or tail. So it is applicable for all the cases. So this is a tree diagram for tossing 3 coins. Now we have to write the sample space for this one. Head, head, head. The first event is head, head, head. Head, head, tail. Head, head, tail. Then head, tail, head. Head, tail, tail. Now tail, head, head. Tail, head, tail. Tail, tail, head. Tail, tail, tail. So this is your sample space for tossing 3 coins. Is it clear, children? Yes. Second question. Write the sample space for selecting 2 balls from a bag containing 6 balls numbered 1 to 6 using tree diagram. So there is a bag, it contains 6 balls and that balls are numbered 1 to 6. Now with the help of tree diagram, we have to write the sample space. Are you able to understand the question, children? Yes. So there is a bag. It contains 6 balls. And the balls numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have to select 2 balls from the bag. So let us start to draw a tree diagram for this one. if I select the ball that numbered 1, what are the possibilities for the second ball? The second ball may be 2 or 3 or 4, 5 or 6. So why didn't we write here 1? Because there is only one ball that numbered 1. We have to select 2 balls. If the first ball is the ball that numbered 1, then the possibilities for the second ball is 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. If the selected ball is numbered 2, then the possibilities for the second ball is 3, 4, 5, 6. Why didn't we write here 2, 1? Already we have taken 1, 2. So 1, 2 and 2, 1 are equal, because here these are balls. The balls that numbered 1 and 2 are equal to that number 2 and 1. So we didn't write 2, 1. If the selected ball is number 3, then the possibilities for the second ball 4, 5, 6. So if it is numbered 4, then the possibilities are 5 and 6. If it is numbered 5, then there is only one possibility, that is 5, 6. Now we can start to write the sample space for this one. The sample space is, so come to the first one, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5 and 1, 6. And in the second one, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Here 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Here 4, 5, 4, 6. And the last one is 5, 6. So this is a sample space. Is it clear? Yes. Third question. If A is an event of a random experiment such that P of A is to P of A dash is equal to 17 is to 15 and N of S is equal to 640, then find P of A dash and N of A. So here they given A is an event of a random experiment, and the condition given here is P of A is to P of A dash is equal to 17 is to 15, and the value of N of S is given in the question, and they ask you to find P of A dash and N of A. Let us solve this one now. It's given in the question that P of A is to P of A dash is equal to 17 is to 15. So from this, how will you find the value of P of A and P of A dash? This is based on ratio and proportion. So you already learnt in your lower classes, product of extreme is equal to product of means. That is, product of extreme is equal to product of means. So from this we can write it as P of A into 15 is equal to P of A dash into 17. We can write this one as 15 P of A is equal to 17. So what's the value of P of A? As P of A, you already learned that P of A dash is equal to 1 minus P of A. So now in the place of P of A dash, we are going to substitute the value 1 minus P of A. 1 minus P of A. So 15 P of A is equal to, now bring the number 17 inside the bracket. 17 into 1 is 17 minus 17 P of A. 15 P of A. So when you move this minus 17 P of A to your left hand side, it becomes plus 17 P of A is equal to 17. So what's the value of 15 plus 17? 32 P of A is equal to 17. Then what will be the value of P of A here? P of A is equal to 17 by 32. So, but in the question they ask you to find P of A dash and N of A. So from this we can find P of A dash. So P of A dash is equal to, that is 1 minus P of A. So now in the place of P of A, substitute the value as 1 minus 17 by 32. So the value is 15 by 32. So this is the first one they ask you to find in the question. And the second one is, we have to find N of A. N of A is equal to P of A into N of S, because the formula is P of A is equal to N of A by N of S. Here we have to find this N of A, so you can cross multiply this N of S to your left hand side. N of A is equal to P of A into N of S. You know the value of P of A. P of A already found, that one is 17 by 32, and N of S is 640, that is given in the question. Now you have to cancel this two. 132 is 32. 2 32s are 64. Here one 0 is there. You can add this 0 here. So what's the value of 17 into 20? It's 340. N of A is equal to 340. Is it clear? Yes. Thank you.